a simulated engine and boxcar, and of course the color guard making its way just past the cameras.
It is always important and significant to mention all the volunteers. Many of them march in the parade. Many of them work to put the parade on. You don't see them, you don't hear about them, but good to mention them because all their work obviously culminates in this outstanding event. They have done an outstanding job again this year. Congratulations to all those who worked on this event.
American Legion Post's always a big family event. It is not the name.
Well, it's a community center, too. It is not only a home for veterans, but families of veterans, and a lot of community events, of course, are attracted to that organization.
And there's that large flag that we mentioned before, the Charles Hammond American Legion Post, number 8.
Old Smoky is coming up.
Oh, yeah. Old Smoky, it is. Will Old Smoky make the turn, or will Old Smoky
may just die on the spot? We're not sure.
Oh. Still part of St. Clair County in the American Legion Post number 8 Auxiliary. And what we are about to see is the boxcar makes the turn. Who knows what's going on inside that boxcar?
I think it looks like the caboose. I suspect it may be the club car.
Coming back down the street, which you'll get a shot of over our shoulders, some baton twirlers, some
the Bonnie Bluebells.
Absolutely.
Cheer America, as a matter of fact. And they are passing by an award-winning Grand Rapids twirling team featuring 100 members in the new Olympian International Show Team.
I've got a difficult time twirling a pencil in my hand. Watch how this youngster will flip these.
Not one,
batons.
not two, but 3 batons.
Wow.
Nice appreciation from the audience.
And she deserves a hand for that. That's talent, John.
This group has appeared in 19 different countries. The Little Bonnie Bluebells are future aspiring new Olympians. And also maybe future disco dancers, I don't know.
We're certainly getting our exercise with this music.
And the younger Bonnie Bluebells following along behind the float. We have a Toys R Us coming up, I believe.
Must have been the Queen on top of there. They didn't catch her name. That was Bonnie Bells herself.
3 lovable characters from Toys R Us are appearing. Next coming up
is Jeffrey in the mix. I'm going to have to see if Jeffrey is in the mix. I see a giraffe with a skirt that is obviously not. Yes, Jeffrey is there. To get a close-up shot of the Toys R Us lovable characters on this pickup truck. Toys R Us located in the 4200 block of 24th Avenue. Shake, rattle, and roll with Jeffrey. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Watching all the youngsters who recognize these animals, waving to them along the parade route. The Main Street Dance Connection makes regular appearances in the International Day Parade. It's a pom-pom team. It's based in downtown Port Huron and is well attended, as you can see, by a large number of young people who participate in the Main Street Dance Connection program. Right now, Paul Miller has someone to talk with along the parade route. Paul, what are you?
Well, we got some Toys R Us kids right down here. Hi, what are your names? What's your name?
Chloe.
You having fun? How about you?
David.
What do you guys like the most? What do you like?
The batons.
The batons. What did you like? name, sir? How about you? What did you like the best so far?
The dancing.
Dancing, absolutely. And we got more batons on the way here. What did you like?
I like the police.
Police. All right, there you go. You think you might want to be a policeman someday? You're gonna. All right, there you go. Say, just wave and say hi to everybody. There you go. We got more stuff coming up, guys.
We have got lots and lots more coming up. More little cars zipping around on this parade route. It's about 2 miles long. We are at the northern portion, John Hill. And we are at the turn at Huron and Glenview. You are watching live parade coverage on WPHM TV. Paul Miller is out and about, reporting for us. Scott Marvis and John Hill. And coming up, that tall, big blue fella has been looking for work.
For people who wonder, what does the Maytag repairman ever get to do? Here's the answer, the definitive answer. It's up here in parades. And you can see what a big guy he is.
Still seeing some of the Main Street dancers in front of
Just coming into view, you are seeing
this Maytag.
the Maytag repairman who is looking south in a northerly direction. We see we're at closer to the end of the parade route, and we're seeing lots of smiling faces from people who've made the whole route, no problem, and continue to march along.
We have got a little youngster who obviously does not want to ride in her wagon. And she looks happy as a clam.
Isn't that
And well,
something? She could be riding, but chooses to walk.
I'd like to get in the wagon.
And moms and dads watching will be saying, yes, but she will sleep well tonight. And now, in order to miss that overhead line, the Maytag repairman takes a bow.
I thought he was in the back of that caboose that came from the American Legion Post. Obviously not. And there is the Maytag man doing what he does best, rests. And yes, it is another Bean Queen. The Huron County Bean Queen. This year's queen, Amanda Roggenbuck.
It is nice to see representatives from throughout our area, all over the thumb, up and down the river coastline, and all the way to Romeo and beyond. So many different areas represented in this International Day Parade. Of course, many representatives from Sarnia, our sister city. That's what makes this an international event.
We've got another fife and drum corps. We are going to let you listen to this fife and drum corps as we take a commercial break here on WPHM TV.
Remember how good it felt the first time you gave 5? Well, now there's another way to give 5. Set a goal to give more. 5 hours a week and 5% of your income to the causes you care about. It'll make you feel like a winner every day of your life. So give more. Give 5. Call 1-800-55-GIVE-5.
Hi, everyone. We're back. This is John Hill with Scott Marvich and Paul Miller on WPHM TV. And our presentation of this 1995 International Day Parade from downtown Port Huron, Michigan. The Bluewater Women's League held their annual top contest again this year during Monday's sidewalk sale in downtown Port Huron. The boy and girl winners get a ride in the parade via horse-drawn carriage from JP Farms in Casco. The contest is one of several fundraisers the local league does, along with a holiday craft market and an annual geranium sale.
And what we were taking a look at there was Fabulous Feet Dance Studio. And we still see them. They are karaokeing, dancing, singing. Fabulous Feet. They are competitive float entry. Speaks to dreams of yesterday with 50s and 60s musical twist and dancers marching alongside. Colleen King is the owner and director. And here's something we all love to do. Bowl.
In the Women's Bowling Association, another unique competitive float ties around the dream theme with that dream of the perfect game, at least in bowling, a 300 score. The float's backdrop drop features a bowling ball knocking down pins on the way to the score of 300.
Which I have never come close to.
Most have not.
Following the Women's Bowling Association is the March of Dimes. The Goodwill Ambassador is on board a 1937 Harley. We will get a look at Matthew in just a few moments, if memory serves me correct. Matthew Ream of Port Huron represents the March of Dimes in the St. Clair County area. Of course, the March of Dimes preventing birth defects.
There he is.
And there's
the
Matthew.
youngster. On a 1937
It is Matthew Ream,
Harley.
who is enjoying himself.
It's a darn good-looking 37 Harley.
Some say that is not.
That looks more like a Honda to us.
We need to say that is a Honda, no doubt about it. But it is still Matthew Ream,
It
and
is
joining
still Matthew
Matthew Ream is WPHM TV's Paul Miller. Paul, you're with Matthew.
Yes, we are. Hi, folks. You having fun, Matthew?
Yeah,
This is a pretty good seat for the parade, isn't it?
yeah.
What do you have to say to all the folks out there, huh?
Play Bubba.
Now, you folks went to Disney World not too long ago. Did you have fun in Florida?
We had a great time.
Oh, good. That's great. What'd you see in Florida?
I see Christy Hall.
Oh, the parade singers. We went on Back to the Future, tell them.
Yeah, how was the Back to the Future ride, Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the Back to the Future. That was great. Did you really? Great. Well, have fun in the parade. Thanks, guys. Matthew, what a great kid. Just recently went to Florida with the courtesy of the Rainbow Connection and Farmer Jack and had a great time there. This is the Goodwill Ambassador for this year for the March of Dimes in the Thumb area. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Paul. We'll be rejoining Paul again shortly.
We have a singing group behind us. It is Sweet Adeline's International Singing Group, and let's see if we can give them a listen. It's a group of barbershoppers.
And will become a little bit more heard as we get closer to Paul. Good-looking purple outfits and one clown.
They're making the turn with the Bluewater Indian Celebration Committee, and there they are. Convertible with its occupants advertise the first annual Bluewater Celebration Powwow.
August 12th and 13th.
Which is coming up. And then, yes, indeedy duty,
A close-up, please,
of Shawn Michaels
driving
the WPHM B96.9 van. And we're going to see if Paul Miller can get a word in here with Shawn Michaels, who's been given the duty of driving the van. Paul, you got him?
Here's Paul. Here's Paul.
Oh, we're going to...
Hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
great. I'm here. Sean, you've been driving the WPHM van here. You haven't hit any Shriners yet, have you?
No Shriners, but I think I took out a couple bagpipers.
Okay, well, be careful out there. You having a good time?
We have a piper down. Having a great time, although this is the slowest I've ever driven in my life.
Just keep it up. You're keeping a good pace here. How about all the people? We didn't get a chance to see further down that way. How's it looking?
Packed. It is packed. They said there were about 100,000 people, and I believe it.
Okay, no doubt.
All the way down there.
Hey, great. Thanks, Sean. Oh, you can drive a little faster to catch up, but then you got to slow down again. Okay. Drive well, Sean. Shawn Michaels, you hear him middays on WPHM Radio. We're on WPHM TV right now. John Hill and Scott Marvis, back to you folks.
Thanks, Paul. He was only kidding about that piper down. You're watching the 1995 International Day Parade. WPHM TV presentation.
Here's the Port Huron Host Lions Club. Promotes the many donations that the Lions Club, including money for blind research, leader dogs, diabetes, local less fortunate residents who cannot afford glasses or operations or exams. They have just made the turn, and we've got another little car who is far behind Shawn Michaels, fortunately, and that is still part of the Lions
Or the
Club.
Lions Club exhibit, yes.
Leader dog for the blinds making their turn, and there is the car. We've got a big stuffed animal at the back of that leader dog for the blinds.
We do indeed.
We've got another driver that doesn't appreciate driving slow.
It is, of course, a stuffed lion. Now we are seeing representatives from the Leader Dog program in Rochester, and they're being led along the parade route.
A beautiful, beautiful animal. So helpful and so well behaved.
That is your quintessential well-trained dog. They do a great job waving to the crowd. Great work of the Lions Club and Huron Lions Clubs everywhere. Nobody has more fun than those who are involved in the over 50 follies.
Go ahead, John. Get out there. You can do it.
Except, only I weren't stuck to this microphone. A go-kart pulls this novelty item. The local group from the St. Clair County Council on Aging provides more than a little entertainment. And they put on an annual show, the Over 50s Follies, and have a better time than those in the audience. And that's a real crowd-pleasing show.
They are from the St. Clair County Council on Aging.
And here are some bells of the ball. And beautiful outfits.
What a wonderful group. That's what makes this parade so special. It reaches all ages. It is truly a family-filled event.
We are about to go to Frankenmuth, I believe, and the Bavarian Festival. This is a 20-foot-long float. Frankenmuth is one of Michigan's top visitor destinations. It's one of the top visitor destinations anywhere in the country.
They are not throwing chicken.
They welcome, no, they're not. They welcome over 3 million guests annually to Frankenmuth. There are only 4,400 residents there, most of them trying to get out of their driveway. The float carries the Bavarian princess, Cindy Maurer, and her court. They're attired in their custom-designed Bavarian Dirndl outfits. A little polka music as a part of the International Day Parade.
I think of chicken and Christmas when I think of Frankenmuth. Now, we should say thank you, and a big thank you to Dyke Security Service of Port Huron, owned by former Sheriff Jim Van Conen.
Was the former sheriff and is now runs Dyke Security and is one of the corporate sponsors.
One of the corporate sponsors here, providing the Bluewater area's only 24-hour central station security alarm service. Dyke Security Service helping bring this parade to you tonight. We are bringing you this parade tonight live on WPHM TV. We've got more parade coverage coming up after these words.
Because disaster strikes someone every single day, there's always going to be one more night someone needs food, shelter, and a place to rest. Please support the American Red Cross. Because without your help, one more night would be hard to come by.
We're live on WPHM TV, the 1995 International Day Parade, and a couple of the guys here making things safe for everyone. The Bicycle Corps, Officer Paul Rydell.
Yes, sir.
You having fun out here?
Having a lot of fun today.
Great. How's this crowd out here?
Great crowd, real good crowd today.
Great. And your name, sir?
Lee Heighton.
You having a good time out here?
That's a good crowd.
This is what, the second year for the Bicycle Corps?
This is our second summer.
How's it going for you this summer?
Pretty good so far.
What's the advantage to taking bikes out there?
Well, we can get to more areas in shorter response time, and the bikes, all the children really identify with the bikes because most of them have a bicycle too, and it makes us a little closer, a little easier access if they want to come up and talk to us.
Great. We'll let you get back to your jobs. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, keep it safe out there and have fun. Thanks. The Bicycle Corps, back to John Hill and Scott Marovitz, guys.
Thanks, Paul. Just preceding that break, the Grand Marshal Award had been given to the Horizon Outlet Center float for those of you who are interested in that. And the President's Award has been given to Port Huron Hospital. There are several other awards that are given over the course of the parade. They are awarded for the most part, all except the band awards, I think, are awarded in the staging area before the parade starts, and then they're acknowledged as they move along. Holland Woods Middle School represented here, and a big orange truck.
Now, if we can get a shot just actually where we're facing, we're going to ask a camera to take a look at where we're facing. Whoever is with Paul, I think Shelley is with Paul as the camera person. She's busy. got a group of guys that have obviously been sitting here since about 2 o'clock this afternoon waiting for this big orange truck to come by, and they are just happy as could be now that they've seen their big orange garbage truck.
It is from the city of Port Huron.
There they are, and let's give them a big wave, guys. They have no idea that they are on, but they are loving the fact that they are sitting there.
None whatsoever.
Somebody else is in the truck.
Everybody at once say overtime. Usually that gets a better response than that.
Fire truck here from the Polystar Rubber Corporation. It's from the other side, yes, the other side of the river, and he blazes along the parade route. This vehicle should be able to take care of the problem. I don't know, John. I think I trust this one more than that.
The 1925 honker that went by earlier was a more eye-catching truck, perhaps, at least in terms of age. Both of them are well cared for. This is old number 49.
Polystar, one of the many companies doing business in Sarnia's Chemical Valley.
And one of the entrants that reminds us that this is truly an international event. The Polystar Rubber Corporation, contains a C-grade 840 grams per minute pumper and sports some 165 gallons of Alcosil foam along with 500 gallons of water. And I just wanted to say that so I would sound knowledgeable about fire trucks. I know nothing. I don't know what I just said. Paul Miller has someone to talk with. Paul?
That's right, John. We got somebody very special here. I see by your T-shirt. This is Justice. And tell us about yourself, Justice.
I am a drugs are trash dog.
Drugs are trash. Tell us about the Drugs Are Trash campaign.
It's a campaign to go out to eliminate all drug use among kids, teenagers, and all ages.
Boy, despite those sharp teeth, a friendly dog nonetheless. Thanks, Justice.
Thank you.
Enjoy him.
How can he talk without moving his lips?
If Paul is thinking of putting together a demo reel, I might suggest you leave that one off.
I think he lost part of his microphone the last time he stuck that in that dog's face.
We've got another.
The Petrolia Legion Pipe Band. Let's listen.
This Ontario band that we were just looking at, John, bass pipe kill, features over a dozen 16 to 60-year-olds. And they are right in front of, hey, have you had a break today for beef patties? Yes, the McDonald's gang is here. Hey, they're celebrating their own birthday, 40th anniversary of what has become an American legend. Ray Kroc started it all out in the West in San Diego. Grimace was there, Hamburglar along for the ride on this commercial float. A great shot there of Alpine Cycle, and a great shot at the top of my head as well.
Hard to believe McDonald's is now 40 years old.
Ray Kroc started it all years ago. How many billions have been served? How many billions have I been a part of? It's another question.
More than your share for the longevity of that corporation. McDonald's proud to be part of this parade, as many other local businesses, along with another dance company, the dance company Conservatory.
A lot of dance groups here today. We've got a few marching bands, a few pipe corps. We've got a few dancers, a few blow-up
balloons, inflatables, as they call them. And
well, this is an interesting float.
Yes.
What with mirrors? Those are real people on there.
Isn't that clever?
We have a ballerina. Dare to dream.
They are dancing in the street with this float as the award-winning dance company participants dream of becoming music box dancers. That was a very, very clever float.
24 girls involved in this dance troupe, seen first place in Port Huron Invitational, second place in the Dance Olympus competition. We had a classic car parade the other day.
And today we have the antique car parade coming up, a slice of life from the past, a series of antique cars. See if you recognize and can identify any of them as they pass by.
And I'm sure many of these drivers keep their fingers crossed that they do, in fact,
Finish the parade. Don't you wonder where in the world they find parts for cars this old? Watson Brothers Plumbing and Heating Trucks since 1898 is a regular appearer in our parade.
A neat little jumper seat there in the back of this car you'll get a look at.
And another very recognizable car for area residents just coming by from Diana's Sweet Shop.
And there it is making the turn.
We have a host of antique cars. It looks like from oldest to youngest because we're looking at a 57 Ford, and who knows what all is coming up along the parade route we'll be looking at momentarily.
Kind of a backlog with the cars and the dance troupe in front of them. No, it was not a breakdown, just enjoying the parade.
That's a Will St. Clair that went by a moment ago, as you no doubt saw on your screen. And that, of course, was produced exclusively in Marysville. That is a collector's item.
There's the Diana's car once again, and right behind that, Victor Albert Enterprises.
That is Victor Albert himself behind the wheel. Collectors of elegant junk.
Stuff. There's a Dodge. And a car phone at that.
And is this a Ford? I believe it is. Wow. I can tell you that was not the original horn. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick? Remember, maybe you don't remember, when those openings, holes, circles of chrome highlighted every Buick car.
This could be the fastest car in the parade coming up right here. It is at least fast looking. Fast looking, and speaking of fast looking, let's head out to WPHM TV's Paul Miller.
Got a great car. Oh, you got a great car here. Tell us about your car.
1951 Ford. We belong to, I see all these antique cars here belong to one club before you introduce this car club here for you.
That's great. Are you having fun out here?
Oh, beautiful time, beautiful time.
Okay, great. Enjoy. So long. We're here in Cruisers Club right here. Got a lot more cars still to come. Guys, back to you.
As Paul Miller single-handedly brings the parade to a halt, these cars go into vapor lock and may not move again. No, they do seem to be moving now.
More classic cars and more of a parade to see. In fact, another float just around the corner. And still to come, John Hill, the band that's going to stop them all, Port Huron Northern Huskies. And we'll hear from them momentarily as WPHM's television coverage of the 1995 International Day Parade continues.
They're still around, and these diseases could be life-threatening if you don't protect your baby from them. Full protection takes around 5 visits for shots, starting by 2 months and ending by age 2. Ask if your baby is up to date on every visit to your doctor. Or if you don't have a doctor, call 1-800-232-2522 to find out where to get your baby shots. When it comes to immunization, your baby's counting on you.
And we're back with more coverage live on WPHM TV. And the International Day Parade continuing in downtown Port Huron. And Scott, what a parade this has been.
Very entertaining. And in fact, entertaining parade. And when we take a break, we'd like to thank Earl Smith for keeping us entertained. What a fantastic job they have done with those commercials.
You're watching the Armada Civic and Trade Center float go by with the Festival Queen and her court.
I've got a question for you, John. Can you guess how many queens we have had pass thus far in the Bluewater Festival parade?
No, but I thought that bit of music you used was clever.
Here's another one, this time from Armada, whose Agricultural Society's float features Miss Armada 1995, Heather Hampton. Also, there is a shot now of St. Clair County Community College, some dreamy music in the 78 Corvette, which promotes higher education at SC4.
And, of course, dreams come true with higher education. Angela Campo, Miss KPAC, just passing by as well.
We've got another award to hand out here. This is the Ambassadors Award, John, the best entry from outside of the United States.
This has to be the Italo-Canadian Heritage Committee's International Float. Entry centers on Marconi's dream to have the first wireless radio transmission. Without Marconi, we'd be up in the truck with these guys.
Yes.
And we will still be after this broadcast. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of the event, this Sarnia-based group has designed a float showing a vessel sending a transmission back to shore.
Marconi, David Sarnoff, big names when it comes to where...
And it is interesting to note what a comparatively young industry broadcasting is, because commercial radio did not come along until the 20s. But it began with this guy, Guglielmo Marconi. So don't be alarmed, folks. They're just giving a less than 21 gun salute.
There's a musket carrying group.
These guys look like they're not far off the trail, don't they?
This is part of the parade, correct?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is the Michigan 22nd Infantry Regiment Local Civil War Reenactment Group. Features officers, soldiers, ladies, and children, all dressed in period costumes of the 1860s. The group participates in school functions and regional reenactments. They are doing a wonderful job. Frightening the youngsters.
And they're giving their gun salutes regularly.
There's a Clyde-based drill team known as Lucky Charms. The first year of competition earned many top trophies. And we can see why, as this young, dazzling group passes us with their gold and green pom-poms. Part of the Port Huron Lucky Charms Association. They're preparing to do a routine here for us, right here on WPHM TV. I asked before how many queens had passed us before. Quite a few. I don't have a number. But it was still a good question. Very valid.
It was a better question than an answer. Miss Lake Huron Shores pageant is passing by, followed by the Port Huron Northern High School marching band.
Formerly Miss the Bluewater Festival, competing at Miss Michigan pageant in June. That's Nicole Patchy.
A reminder that the Bluewater Brass Drum Bugle Corps competition is set for Sunday, July 30th. And here is the band that puts a big exclamation point on this exciting parade, the Port Huron Northern High School band. And let's listen to them.
They are with John, the alumni. And I won't say anything else.
Yes. Well, this is going to do it for the 1995 International Day Bluewater Festival Parade. As you can see, the Port Huron Northern Husky band is coming up. My alma mater, I used to march in this band, so it's kind of neat to see them as they come by. This has been a fantastic parade. All enjoyed. About 100,000 people at least milling about in the crowd here, talking to a lot of folks and a lot of people in the parade. It's been a great time, and hope you enjoyed it at home as well. Have a great night. John, Scott?
Thank you, Paul. We have had a great time as well bringing you this International Day Parade at home from downtown Fort Huron. We have seen, Scott, this evening, a wedding. Tina and John Crimmins were married. Helen David, the parade marshal. We have seen numerous drum and bugle corps, dance groups, antique cars. This is a parade that had everything.
A wonderful time, and we couldn't ask for better weather. If it's going to rain, let it rain now.
And want to remind you, too, those responsible for bringing you the parade.
Approximately $10,000 brought the parade. Dick's Security Service of Fort Huron, also London's Farm Dairy as well. For Paul Miller and John Hill, I'm Scott Marvitz. Thanks for joining us this evening. WPHM TV coverage of the International Festival Day Parade. Have a good night.